It's a bright, peaceful morning in 1959. The sun shines softly over the quiet town of Suburbicon. Every house looks perfect, and neighbors greet each other with friendly smiles. But behind those happy faces, the town hides an ugly truth. People here are afraid of anyone who looks different. A cheerful postman begins his day, excited because a new family, the Mayers, has moved in. At Mrs. Pendleton's house, he asks if she's met them. She says they came late last night, and that she's baking a custard to welcome them. Everything feels normal until he reaches the Mayer house. A kind black woman opens the door. Surprised, he asks to see Mrs. Mayer. She smiles and says that she's the one. His smile fades for a moment when he realizes this family isn't white like everyone else. He hides his shock, finishes his work, and spreads the news around town. By noon, everyone knows about the new family. Gossip turns to anger. That evening, townspeople gather for a meeting, shouting that their neighborhood is being ruined. The leaders suggest building fences to block the Mayer house from view. A hateful petition goes around, demanding that the family leave. The perfect image of Suburbicon starts to crack. Across town, Rose Lodge sits outside with her twin sister, Margaret. They look alike, but their lives are different. Rose is in a wheelchair after a car accident caused by her husband, Gardner. She now worries the new neighbors will lower property prices and stop them from moving away. Inside, her son Nicky plays quietly with his toy soldiers. He's shy and prefers to be alone. He loves his mom and trusts his Aunt Margaret, who helps take care of him. Seeing him lonely, Margaret tells him to make friends with Andy, the Mayer family's son. Nicky hesitates but agrees when she offers cookies. A little later, Nicky walks to the fence and calls out to Andy. They meet for the first time and decide to play baseball near the church. When people see them, one white, one black, they're shocked. Curtains open and whispers spread fast. That night, men walk around the Mayer house with flashlights, pretending to protect the area. Inside the lodge home, Nicky sleeps until his father wakes him, whispering that intruders are inside. Nicky follows him downstairs and sees two strangers. One, Sloane, sits in Rose's wheelchair. The other, Lewis, stands quietly with cold eyes. Gardner and Margaret look terrified. The robbers tie everyone to chairs and use chloroform to make them faint. But Sloane pours too much on Rose. She struggles and then goes still. Nicky watches in horror. Later, Nicky wakes in the hospital and hears the doctor say Rose's organs failed because her medicine reacted with the chloroform. Nicky sees his mother lying there. She dies a few hours later. The funeral happens under gray skies. Margaret cries nonstop while Gardner stays cold and distant. Rose's brother, Mitch, arrives and silently promises to look after Nicky. Afterward, Gardner says Margaret will stay with them to help. She moves into the main bedroom, and Gardner goes to the basement. The house feels cold and empty. Margaret cooks and comforts Nicky, but Rose's warmth is gone. One day, Nicky takes his mom's wheelchair outside and sits beside it sadly. Andy brings him a small rubber snake as a gift, making Nicky smile for the first time in days. That night, Nicky hears strange sounds downstairs. When he checks, he finds his father and aunt together. They act calm and send him to bed, but he feels something is wrong. The next morning, Margaret takes Nicky to the grocery store where she works. On the way, women act kind but soon blame the Mayer family for the town's problems, even Rose's death. Margaret stays silent, but she feels uneasy. Meanwhile, Gardner returns to work. His co-workers offer sympathy, but he shows no emotion. Later, the police call to say they've caught two suspects who match the killer's description. Gardner drives to the station with Margaret and Nicky. In the lineup, Sloane and Lewis stand among other criminals. Gardner and Margaret look at them, but stay quiet. Nicky sneaks in and instantly recognizes them. He's shocked when his father and aunt pretend not to know them. A light suddenly turns on, and the robbers see Nicky. On the drive home, nobody talks. Gardner and Margaret act normal, but Nicky senses fear. He doesn't understand everything, but he knows something terrible is being hidden. Suburbicon, once a perfect-looking town, now feels dark and full of hate. And as Nicky watches all this, he begins to understand. sometimes the real monsters aren't strangers. They live right inside your home. The next morning, Gardner walks into the room where Nikki is sitting, trying to sound calm. He asks how the boy feels and sits beside him. But Nikki can't stay quiet anymore. He finally asks his father, why did he pretend not to know the man who killed his mom? Gardner ignores his son's question and gives a strange answer, saying that sometimes people think they know someone they've never really met. When Nikki tries to argue, Gardner cuts him off and leaves the bathroom. The boy is left scared and even more unsure about his father. Days pass, and Maggie slowly starts changing herself to look like Rose. She wears Rose's pearl necklace, styles her hair the same way, and even dyes it blonde until she almost looks like her dead sister. She tells herself she's just filling the space Rose left behind, but deep down, she knows it's because she's in love with Gardner. She's always wanted to be with him, and now she finally can. Mitch, Rose's brother, begins to feel something is wrong. He worries about Nikki and doesn't trust Gardner or the strange atmosphere in that house. He talks to a priest for advice, but the priest tells him not to interfere unless Nikki asks for help. With no proof, Mitch decides to wait, though his heart tells him danger is coming. One afternoon, after playing baseball, Nikki comes home and finds pamphlets about military boarding schools lying around. Curious, he flips through them. Then he hears odd sounds from the basement. His heart beats faster as he grabs a kitchen knife and goes downstairs. When he turns on the light, he sees his worst fear, his father and Aunt Maggie together. Horrified, he quietly turns off the light and walks away, his heart broken. At dinner, Nikki refuses to eat and tells Maggie to leave. Angry, she scolds him and says he has no right to talk like that. Scared and helpless, Nikki tries to call his Uncle Mitch, but the call doesn't go through. He's now trapped with two people he can't trust. Meanwhile, Gardner faces more trouble. Sloan and Lewis, the criminals he secretly hired, show up at his office. Sloan punches him and demands payment for killing Rose. Gardner, bruised and scared, says nothing. Later, he gets a call from Mitch saying that Mrs. Lodge had tried to reach him. Gardner grows paranoid and angry. That night, he tells Nikki he's been spoiled and will be sent to boarding school soon. At the same time, the whole town is falling apart. The people of Suburbicon have turned their hate toward the Mayer family. Every night, crowds gather outside their house, shouting and mocking them. Shopkeepers raise prices just to make life harder for them, and the police do nothing to help. While the town burns with anger, Gardner sneaks into Maggie's room. He tells her that once Rose's insurance money comes, they'll run away to Aruba and live freely together. Maggie believes him. She's finally getting the love and life she always wanted. The next day, Captain Hightower visits Gardner's office. He says a man named Frank Risoli has been found dead, and evidence links him to Gardner. Frank was a loan shark who was supposed to collect $7,000 from him. Gardner pretends not to know him, but the captain doesn't believe it. At home, Maggie gets an unexpected visitor, Bud Cooper, an insurance investigator. He thinks Rose's death wasn't an accident and that Gardner killed her for the money. Maggie's nervous answers make him even more suspicious. He catches her lying about the insurance policy and realizes Gardner raised the amount before Rose died. Bud warns he'll return later to talk directly with Gardner. At the same time, Sloan orders Lewis to kill Maggie and Nikki so Gardner will finally pay. Lewis hesitates, tired of killing, but Sloan insists. That night, Gardner returns home, and Maggie tells him about Bud's visit. Moments later, Bud arrives, acting friendly. As chaos grows outside, with the crowd yelling at the Mayers, Bud sits and talks about the insurance money. He secretly offers Gardner a deal, give him the money, and he'll stay quiet. Gardner gets angry, but before anything happens, Maggie poisons Bud's coffee. Bud feels pain as soon as he drinks it. Struggling, he rushes outside, but Gardner follows and kills him with a fireplace poker. He hides the body in his car, drives far away, dumps it, and comes back home. At the house, Maggie prepares food for Nikki, mixing sleeping pills in his meal. When she brings it to him, Nikki refuses to eat or talk. He manages to call his uncle and whisper that he's in danger. Just then, Lewis breaks into the house. Maggie tries to talk about escaping to Aruba, but before she can finish, he kills her. Louis goes upstairs and finds Nikki hiding under the bed. As he reaches out, a bloody hand grabs him. It's Uncle Mitch, who's just arrived. Mitch tells Nikki to hide in the closet near the stairs and gives him a gun before dying from his wounds. Meanwhile, Gardner, on his way home, meets Sloane on the road. Sloane demands payment and hints that a surprise is waiting for him at home. Before he can finish, a truck crashes into Sloane's car, killing him instantly. Gardner arrives home and walks into a scene of horror. Maggie, Louis, and Mitch are all dead. He calls out for Nikki, but hears nothing. Then he sees a blood-stained doorknob and finds Nikki hiding with the gun. Gardner sits down and calmly tries to convince his son to make a deal. He says they have two choices. Gardner kills Nikki and blames Louis, or Nikki lies to the police so they can both escape to Aruba. As he talks, Gardner eats the sandwich Maggie made earlier, not realizing it's poisoned. The next morning, the town looks peaceful again. The riots have ended, and reporters crowd the streets, blaming the mayors for everything. Inside the house, Gardner lies dead at the table. Nikki quietly watches TV, calm and still. Finally, he steps outside into the sunlight, where Andy, the mayor boy, is playing baseball. Nikki joins him, and they throw the ball back and forth. The camera pulls back, showing the quiet neighborhood once again, clean, calm, and hiding all its dark secrets beneath its beauty.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.